Hi, Allison. That's kind of a tricky one to explain by email, so I hope you don't mind that I've just randomly popped in to show you a demo of how to do it. Basically, all I've done is come down here and added a new module. I actually added two. You can ignore that one and I'll delete it after. But you just add a module and call it, you could call it the exact same thing, Unit 1 to deal justly, and then you start to kind of put your own stuff in there. It's just doing the modules makes it so you don't mix up where you're putting things, and it's kind of nice. And then what you need to do is you need to create a file. So essentially what you want to do is create let me just see which activity I was gonna, Unit 2, Activity 1. So it's probably good to copy that stuff over and call it the same thing, just so that it doesn't get messy when you're trying to organize, and you can rename after. But then to make it pretty, you need to add a template. So to do that, you go to your shared files. So if you come here, you browse for a template, go to shared files, and scroll down, and there's templates. There's all different colors, and you can match them with the curriculum documents, but I get all OCD and like to actually just match the blues. And then what you need to select is the HTML page. And then essentially what that does is give you this background color. So this is where you will paste materials. Okay, so I'm gonna, and right now I have two windows open. So I've logged into D2L once on Firefox to do this part of it, and once under Google Chrome to do the other part, because I'm flipping back and forth so much. So it's worth it to do that when you're editing. So if we go back over, if I wanted to copy this one, in this activity, we're gonna look at information on blah, blah, blah. And I want to copy that over. Sometimes it will pick up the colors, so you might want to add, change that, but you could go, actually that's not really a bad way to leave it, so then your students know that that's what they're doing. And then if we go back over, the expectations, honestly, I just think it's ugly. I don't know if kids like it. I don't like it, so I would skip over that. Now the good thing is, all of these hyperlinks will copy over as long as you are within the class that those hyperlinks link to. So because you have doubles, it's not going to work so perfectly. Yeah, it looks like you'd have to move some of these files over a little bit though to make it work on the page. So that's not a big deal, but essentially you just have to resize some of these, but whatever, that takes 5 seconds. So let's do that and scroll down. Now what I was meaning was all these links will work because you're still editing in that same course. If you were to then try to copy this edited page over to your other 4C course, you're going to run into problems, so just be aware of that. So now we've copied the content, we've copied the learning goal, and looks like you've got rid of the assignment on this one anyways, so really that's your document done. So then you just press publish, or you could draft it. But then if you come back over, now your students just have that one page, and all of these things will work. But they'll only work if you're doing this within the course. If you try to copy that page over again, it won't work. So you can see now your kids, instead of accessing it in the, oops, where am I going? In the lovely little ministry, format of all of these hyperlinks, they just have, oops, that simple page with everything on it. So that's all essentially Tanya's done. And if there was an assignment page, all that she's done is done the same process, but copy and pasted the assignment page here before she did the other piece. Okay, let me know if that helps, and I can also come and meet you sometime and we can work on doing stuff like this, because it really does make it more user-friendly for the students.